Well, welcome to this issue of the Southsea Spotlight, and I'm going to explain a little bit about where we are and what we're doing in a while. It's called Sam's Place, and then we're going to bring in Annie at the end to explain a little bit about what this place is and the reason behind it, what the mission is, etc. So we'll get onto that in a little while. So let's start on what's going on Southsea and surrounding areas. Now, I found this out only yesterday, actually. It sounds fascinating. So the University of Portsmouth and Portsmouth Film Society will be collaborating for the 6th Black History Month Film Festival to be held at the Eldon Building this October. The programme includes 6 films made in the US and in the UK, directed by the likes of Idris Elba in there, Spike Lee, ranging from documentary to crime drama and family saga. This film this year it's called XXL, is a celebration of the history of the city's residents from the African Caribbean diaspora. So what have they got going on? Well, the film festival opens with a screening of Yardi. So this is a 2018 film that starts on Thursday, the 3rd of October, which is gone. So you've missed that one, I'm afraid. It's a British crime drama, and that's directed by Idris Elba. The next one is Black Klansman. It's a remarkable film which uses history to offer bitingly tranchant, if I pronounce that right, commentary on current events and brings out some of Spike Lee's hardest hitting work. Come and see this. That's on Thursday, the 24th of October at 6:30. And we've also got Undercover in the alt-right. That's a documentary by Patrick Hermansson, who has been living undercover as a Swedish student, Eric Hellberg, at the heart of the alt-right. Now, this screening is on Wednesday, the 16th of October, starts at 7 o'clock. And the festival comes to a closing with a screening of Us on Thursday, the 31st of October, 7 p.m, setting present day along the iconic Northern California coastline. Stars Oscar winner Lupita Nyong'o and Adelaide Wilson. This is also PFS Halloween screening and part of the Dark Fest. So do go along to that. It is free of charge, and I think it's well worth going along and seeing those films. Fascinating to find out what actually is happening in Portsmouth and Southsea. It's great to see this kind of thing happening. There's also a Portsmouth Open Studios Art Trail. Created in Portsmouth Art Trail returns for its 7th year, very popular, showcasing some of the best and most creative pieces made right here in this great waterfront city. Local artists and makers will be opening the doors to their studios, so you can actually go into their studios and meet the public. They'll be on hand to talk about their processed and display work that will be available to purchase. It's completely free. Great way to get out and see some of the fantastic art that's been created in Portsmouth, and that's truly true. Yeah, there is loads of this going on, so it's great to see it and see the artists themselves. So you can plan your route by downloading the brochure and seeing the mapping side, so go along and do that. Some of the artists include I Can See the Sea, Kim Edith, the Makers Guild, Southsea Bathing Hut, Winnie May, My Dog Sides, I've got some of his work myself, and a lot more. So it's fascinating to see the kind of art that's been created around here. Where we are now, in Sam's Place, there's some work from Mark, who has his place down in Bare Metalwork Studios. Moving on from that, this is a great name, by the way. It's Bert and Gert's Market. It's a craft market new to Palmerston Road for 2019. It started through a love of arts and craft in 2012. Bert and Gert is run by Birmingham-based brothers Mark and Jason Wilkes. The name comes from their grandparents, with Bert being their paternal grandfather and Gert being their maternal grandmother. Love that name. This makes Bert and Gert a family business with a family name. The brothers are so very proud that our events have a community feel. All the traders are supportive of each other. So it runs on the 2nd Saturday of each month. The Burton Gert Southsea Market attracts local arts, crafts and businesses to sell their wares. Right, where to eat? Okay, now this is a special. Now I had a surprise 50th birthday party at this, arranged by my wife. So fabulous time. I had some really good food there, and that's Rosies Vineyard in Elms Grove. Love the food and atmosphere here. It's an independent-run local restaurant in Southsea, Portsmouth, established in 1982. And there's some jazz on there on a Sunday. So if you like your jazz, do go along. That's 87 Elm Grove. Finally, the news, Portsmouth City Council is locked in legal process with a contractor now. The new hard that's been built, don't worry, walk across, it's fine, it's your place, so don't, but move a little bit further along, that would be fantastic, thank you very much. It's the new hard, Portsmouth hard in Southsea. Well, when it rained a lot, actually the concrete turned to mud, basically, so the Portsmouth Council are now in legal process with its contractors. That should be interesting. So finally, I'm going to bring in Lynn, and Lynn's going to say a few words. She's disappeared off round the back, so she's gone now, is she? She's doing something. And I'm so sorry. And please join me. Welcome. So tell us a little bit more about Sam's Place and why you're doing this.
Right, this is Sam's Place. This is the first charity shop for the Samaritans branch of Portsmouth and East Hampshire. And we decided we really wanted to get involved in the community and be out in the community, raising awareness of the work the Samaritans does and the branch. So yeah, this is Sam's Place, where we've got movable fixtures, etc., to be able to do evening and kind of workshops and things like that.
Now, the way you don't put prices on anything, do you? You've got a special way of doing that. How do you do that?
Yeah, right. We set a price from £1 to £20, and it's all colour coded, and it all relates to work that we actually do in the branch, talking about supporting the volunteers, the outreach we do with schools and the railway stations and places like that. So it all relates to actually, if you spend £3 here, it will help actually train our volunteers and things like that.
Well, it's fantastic that it's going back into the community, and it's lovely to see this. And I've had a little look around. You've got some fantastic stuff here. So do keep up the good work. And I won't apologise for people walking in front, because this is a shop where people are coming in, and because there's people coming in, that is fantastic. So thank you so much for spending a bit of time and having a chat with me, and good luck.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And apologies for getting her name wrong.
I didn't, sorry.